Hello everyone and welcome back to Chapter 6, focused on the ED ending and how to pronounce it correctly in English. We talked about at the very beginning of this chapter not only the importance of pronouncing ED endings clearly, but we touched on briefly the grammatical forms that take ED endings. At the very beginning of the chapter we referenced Chapter 5, the previous chapter, which was on the S ending, and how the different grammatical forms of S are used, the S ending in English. Can you think of the ED endings, the grammatical forms of the ED ending in English? Well, we saw a lot of them here in the warm-up. Arrived. I got lost and arrived about 20 minutes late. That's an example of what we talked about at the beginning of the chapter, simple past tense in English. How do we write a verb if we want to express it in the past? In English, most of the time we just add, in this case, D or ED, depending upon the last letter there of the word in the infinitive. So this is an example of simple past tense. That's one of the grammatical forms of ED. Simple past tense. The professor looked at me angrily. Also simple past tense. I listened and took notes for 10 minutes. Also past tense. Before I realized I was in the wrong class. All of these so far are simple past tense. I missed my first class completely, but ran to my second class and checked a few times to be sure it was the correct room. Everything so far is simple past tense. I even answered a few questions during the class. Answered is simple past, but take a look at number 8. After class, I went back to my dorm room and took a nap. I was exhausted. Exhausted could be simple past tense, because exhaust could be a verb, right? To spend completely, to use up completely. I exhausted all of my money at Las Vegas. Exhausted all of my savings. So it could be simple past tense, but it could also be a past participle adjective. Past participle used as an adjective, in this case describing my feeling. So ED as a grammatical form can also be used as an adjective, what we call participle adjectives. And actually, forgive me, yeah, that's right. Participle adjective, exhausted, bored, tired, are all examples of participle adjectives. The other one, remember there are 3 grammatical forms that we're going to talk about. We talked about simple past, we've just talked about participle adjectives. Past participles, remember, is a part of speech that's used with a helping verb, usually the verb to have, more often than not. Luz has wanted a cat for many years. So based upon the grammatical form, sometimes the ED will sound differently. ED vowel and consonant sounds will change according to the grammatical form that's being used. So let's take a look at that. We pronounce final ED in 3 ways, and we've looked at that already in exercise 2. So it's really important before we even begin to identify, well, what are these 3 sounds? We need to go to our interactive chart. And remember, you can find this in the modules under orientation. If you go into the orientation module, you'll see there's a page that says useful online tools for this class. That's how you'll find this. So there are 3 potential ways that we pronounce the ED. First way is T consonant sound.
T, 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 t.
Second one is D consonant sound.
D, 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 d.
And the third one has a vowel sound and a consonant sound, what we call the schwa, the most common vowel sound in English. Schwa vowel sound with D consonant sound. And this is what these two would sound like together.
D, d, d.
So let's go ahead and have a listen to CD1, track 48. And then what I'd like you to do in your notebooks is, which sound does ED produce for each of these three groups of words? All three of these words ending in ED share the same sound. These two consonant sounds, or this vowel and consonant sound. Let's give a listen. See if you can identify which sound is used for each group.
Final ED sounds. Page 42.
Group 1. Needed, rested, started.
Group 2. Planned, moved, called.
Group 3. Picked, missed, thanked.
I'm going to play one more time.
Final ED sounds. Page 42.
Group 1. Needed, rested, started.
Needed, rested, started.
Group 2. Planned, moved, called.
Planned, moved, called.
Group 3. Picked, missed, thanked.
Picked, missed, thanked. Let's start with group 3. Picked, missed, thanked. Missed, picked. It's a T consonant sound, right?
T, t, t.
And group 2, planned, moved, called. Notice for all three of these, the E doesn't make a vowel sound. It's silent, right? Planned, moved, called are example of D consonant sound.
D, d, d.
And you can guess the first one, needed, rested, started. Notice there are 2 syllables in each of these. Notice how the ED is its own syllable. Needed, rested, started. And we talked about it in the previous exercise. Vowel sound and consonant sound make up a syllable. So it would make sense that ed would be the sound used for ED in these three words in group 1. So and d.
D, d, d.
Now let's go ahead and take a look at the spelling of these. And let's take a look at the vowel and consonant sounds that come right before the ED. Most of them consonant sounds. Look at those consonants that are right before ED. And take a look at group 1. If the word ends in a T consonant sound or D consonant sound, T consonant sound, D consonant sound, we add a syllable by using the schwa and D vowel and consonant sound. If a word ends in T or D consonant sound, like these in group 1, then this is how we pronounce ED. Needed, rested, started. All of those words ending in T sound or D sound, and that's why for pronunciation we have to add, we pronounce ED this way, ed. Group 2, if the word ends in a voiced. Now remember, what does voiced mean? Voiced means that there's a vibration. You can hear and feel, and actually, in just a moment, I'll give you another tip for how you can tell the difference between voiceless and voiced. That'll come up in just a moment. But if the word ends in a voiced vibration, voiced sound, the word ends in a voiced vowel or consonant sound, then we add a D. The ED would be pronounced D. D, D. Planned. N, N, N. Planned. Moved. V, V, V. Moved. Called. L, L, L. Called. All of these end in a voiced consonant sound, and for that reason, these words, the ED is pronounced as D consonant sound. All right, group 3, and thank you for being patient. We're just about done here. If the word ends in a voiceless, quiet, no vibration, right? Voiceless consonant or vowel sound, actually it would just be consonant sound. If the word ends in a voiceless sound, then we add T consonant sound for ED. Picked. K, k, k. Voiceless. T sound. Missed. S, s, s. Voiceless. Missed. Thanked. Similar to pick. K, k, k. Thanked. K, k. Thanked. These EDs all sound like T because the consonant sound that comes before them is voiceless. Great, great practice of the different grammatical forms of the ED in English and the different pronunciations, of which there are 3, depending upon if the word ends in T or D sound, voice sound, or voiceless sound.